السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أسعد الله مساءكم بكل خير. Hello everyone and a great afternoon to you all and welcome to NTI's series of webinars. Today's webinar is on AC maintenance at home. My name is Firas, live from Muscat, the capital of our beautiful Oman, and I'm the moderator for today's session. I'd like to introduce today our speaker and presenter, Mr. Shamnad Saifudeen, and of course our Zoom master, Latifa. For your information, a recorded version of this webinar will be available on our YouTube channel, which you can all watch it again later if you missed anything. We'd love to hear from you, and for sure, we'd like to hear your questions either here through this webinar, or you can send it to us via email. Don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And please give us your feedback either by commenting or by sending us an email to info@ntioman.com. Those who stay till the end of the webinar and complete the poll will receive a certificate of attendance. If you haven't filled the registration form, then please send me your name and email address to info@ntioman.com. For those who have just joined us, welcome to NTI's series of webinars. And now over to you, Shamnad.
As Firas said, our topic is AC maintenance at home. So the main aim of this webinar is to convey some information, some knowledge. You can use this information and try to develop some skills to maintain your ACs and to do the periodic maintenance of your ACs. First of all, why we need such a topic, and why we need to discuss about the AC maintenance at home. So as per the records of National Center for Statistics and Information, in the year 2020 and 2021, the peak temperature recorded in Oman was 51.6 degrees Celsius. That means most probably this summer is also going to be a critical one. And in the near future, we can expect this record is going to break, most probably by this year. So it's very important that we should maintain the ACs in our home in good condition and in good working condition. So the webinar is mainly aimed to convey the details and convey the information to how to maintain your ACs. That's the main aim of our webinar. All right. So let's go to the slides. All right. Then, yeah, as I said, the peak temperature in Oman reported last year, and in 2020 and in 2021, the peak temperature recorded was 51.6 degrees Celsius. So we need to tackle the situation. How we can tackle the situation? Okay. Of course, we need to have a good performing AC in our home. That's the best solution to tackle the this much temperature in our country. All right. So some of you are in the process of making a new house, or some of you are planning to change your AC, the older one, and you need to install a new AC in your home, right? So if you are planning to buy a new AC, definitely there are three factors that you need to consider. The first one is your area of the room that you need to install the AC. Then the second one is climatic condition, of course, whether it is exposed to sunlight or not. Then the last one is number of occupants, number of people that are going to occupy in that particular room. That also, these are the three factors that you need to consider. When you are considering the area, you will get a lot of charts like this from internet, but definitely those charts are meant for different regions like India, GCC, US, UK, Japan. But this chart is specifically for GCC countries. You can measure the size of your room, you can measure the area, and then cross-check with this chart and select the suitable basic AC required. All right. So I will show you. These are the basic requirements. These are the basic requirement. Based on the area, you can select the suitable AC. Right. Okay. Now I will show you how you can select the suitable AC based on your room size.
So for measuring the length of this room, you can use a measuring tape and lay the measure across these two walls. And now we can measure the width of this room across these two walls, and we can calculate the area of this room by multiplying the length and the width. The length of our room is 7.75 meter. Then width of the room is 6.75 meter. When we multiply these values together, we will get 52.3 square meter as the area. So as we can see from the chart, the basic requirement for this particular room is 310 based on this area. Alright. So now we need to consider the number of occupants. So this is a classroom. So on an average, around 12 people are going to sit in this classroom. That means after each 2 people, we need to consider 0.05 tons per each person. So we have extra 10 persons. That means we need to multiply 10 into 0.05. Now you will get 0.5 ton. 0.5 ton. Then this room is exposed to direct sunlight during sunny days. So that also we need to consider. If it is directly exposed to sunlight, then we need to consider 10% of capacity with the basic requirement. That means it's going to be 0.3 tons, 10% of basic requirement if the room is exposed to direct sunlight. Then the total requirement will be 3 plus 0.5 plus 0.3. It will be around 3.8 tons. So for this particular room, as we can see, there are some lights, some electrical equipments, computer. So these equipments are going to eject some heat. So that also we need to consider. For that, we can take 0.2 tons. So altogether 3.8 plus 0.2, we will get 4 tons. So we need to fix ACs of capacity altogether 4 tons. The cooling requirement for this particular room is 4 tons, and we fixed 2 ton ACs to meet the requirement. And as you can see in this video, we fixed 2 curtains to reduce the effect of sunlight exposure. And while fixing your AC, you should consider fixing the ACs at the middle of the wall so that it will evenly distribute the cooling effect throughout the room.
We saw how to calculate the room area, and based on the room area, how to select the AC is also we discussed here, right? So if your room height is now you will get some doubt, like if the room height is more than some particular value, like the standard room size is 2.4. If the room size is more than 2.4, for each 30 centimeter, you need to add 0.08 ton. For sunlight exposure, as I said, you need to add 10% more by considering the basic requirement. All right. And if the room has a complicated shape, what you need to just divide it into squares, rectangles, and triangles. Then calculate the individual area, add together, and just refer the chart that we have shown, and choose the correct AC for the particular. All right. Then here is a poll for you. If your room size is 25 meters square, then what will be the required AC capacity? If your room size is 25 meters square, then what will be the required AC capacity? All right, we got some responses. Yeah, it's correct. Our AC requirement is 2 tons. All right, so you need to fix AC of 2 ton capacity for such a room. All right, well done all. Now, other than this, what you need to consider exactly, other than the AC, other than the room size, while you are buying a new AC, what you need to consider? Of course, this ODP, that means ozone depletion potential. GWP means global warming potential. If your refrigerant has less impact on environment, then you should select that. That's my opinion. Even though it might cost you little more, but don't consider that. Just go for a refrigerant that is going to cause less impact to the atmosphere, to the environment. All right. Then the next thing is, okay, in Oman, you can see if you go to buy some home appliances, you can see some energy efficiency rating tags. Try to choose home appliance with good energy efficiency rating so that it's going to cost you less when you consider the electricity bill. All right. Okay, that's all about choosing the right AC for your room. All right. Now we can jump into AC maintenance. So this is going to be the crucial part of our webinar. Okay. So why we need to do AC maintenance? There are three reasons for considering the periodic maintenance of our ACs, right? The first one is, it's not going to, you will not sweat in the summer. That's the first reason. Then second one is you can save a significant amount in your electricity bill. And the third one is it will help you to increase the life of your air conditioner. These are the main reasons why we are considering periodic maintenance of our air conditioner. Okay, now most of us are using split air conditioners. So it has two components, two parts, in one indoor unit and outdoor unit. So there are two major heat transfer elements in indoor unit and outdoor units. In indoor unit, you can see evaporator. In outdoor unit, you can see condenser. A refrigerant will flow through the evaporator in our indoor unit, and from the blower, the air will pass through the refrigerant, the evaporator coil, and our room will get cool. All right. So the heat from the room will carried away by the refrigerant, and it will the heat will rejected to the atmosphere through the outdoor unit. Outdoor unit, we have our condenser. So these are the two main parts: evaporator that is fixed inside the room, condenser that is fixed outside the room. All right. So maintenance of these two components are very essential while considering the periodic maintenance of our AC. Okay. So when you consider cleaning or when you consider the maintenance of indoor unit, there are some crucial elements like AC filter, blower, then AC drain tray, and the evaporator fins. These are the things that you need to consider as the major things. All right. So next, I will show you how you can access the major components located in the indoor unit.
So before starting to clean your AC, you need to put a mask. Then it will be very easy to open the cover of this AC. Just pull these two sides, and it's very easy to access your air filter. You can remove this cover and remove these two AC filters. As you can see, some dust deposited over the surface, and we need to clean this surface. We need to clean the air filter to get good result from the AC. So for removing this cover, you need to remove some screws. For that, you can see some clips over here. Clips. There are 3 clips. And one more screw is here. Totally 4 screws you need to remove. There are 3 plastic clips also at the top of the AC. So that also you need to pull. So now it's released. Now we need to remove all these 4 screws. So for that you can use a Phillips head screw. Normally we call it as star screwdriver. You can remove these screws. And the screw over here, that also you need to remove. So now we removed 4 screws, and just by pulling the cover, it will come out. So now you can access your evaporator coil very easily, and you can clean your evaporator coil. Okay, this is the drain tray of your AC. So it is going to collect all the dirts and dust coming out of this evaporator coil. So it is connected with our drain pipe. So we need to remove this also. This is connected with a motor, a small motor for the flip to work that you can remove. Then here also you can find one screw. Now you can see our drain tray. As you can see, there are some dirt over here, and we are going to clean this and fix it back. And now when you look at here, you can see your blower. You can see some of the dust accumulated over here. We are also going to remove this and clean. So for removing the blower, you need to remove one set screw. It is located inside the blower. You can remove that using a Phillips screwdriver. One screw is there, and one supporting bush is there. That also you need to remove. As you can see, there is one bush located over here to fix our blower. That also you need to remove. So once it is removed, the blower is free and you can remove the blower. The blower is came out of its location. Just pull this evaporator coil to take it out. See, here are some dust particles deposited over here. You need to clean this also.
Okay. Once everything is clean, now once everything is removed, it's time to clean your components located inside the indoor unit. All right. So now I am going to show you how you can clean the components that we removed.
Now I am going to clean the AC filter. Use a brush. This is going to remove all the dirt in this AC filter. Clean the back side also. Same way, you can clean the drain tray also. This is very necessary to do the cleaning of the drain tray, because if it is clogged, the drain pipe is going to be clogged and you will get some leakage inside your room. The same thing you need to follow with the blower also. As you can see, we have cleaned all the components to air filters, our drain tray and the blower. So keep this for some time to dry. Once it becomes dry, you can fix it in your indoor unit.
So it's very clear, right, how to clean the components that is located in your indoor unit. Now we need to move on to the next thing, that is how you can clean your evaporator core. That's going to be a crucial part. So this is going to be simple, it's very economic way, and it's very simple.
So before starting the servicing of AC indoor unit, we can keep some plastic sheets and some cardboard sheets under the AC unit. Now we fix the drain tray back to the unit in order to clean the evaporator coil and the fins. Once we are cleaning the dirt, all of this dirt will come and deposit over the drain tray, and it will go to the drain pipe. Before cleaning the evaporator coil and the fins, we need to cover the electrical components located inside the indoor unit, otherwise it is going to damage. So we are going to use some soap solution, and then we are going to use water to clean the fins. So before we are going to apply the soap solution, you can clean the evaporator coil using the brush like this from top to bottom. Never try to clean the evaporator fins in this way, because it's going to damage. If you do like this, it's going to damage your evaporator fins. So only in this way. Now you can clean the evaporator fins and the coil using soap solution by spraying it like this. Apply the soap solution evenly throughout the evaporator fins and allow it to soak for 30 minutes to 1 hour. We can clean the fins by using a brush and some water and soap solution like this. You can continue this process 3-4 times. Last 2-3 times you can use fresh water only instead of soap solution. By doing this, all the dirt and dust accumulated on the evaporator fins will come out, and it will help to increase the efficiency of the evaporator core. Once the cleaning is done, you can keep this for some time to become dry. So once it is dry, you can fix all the components back to the indoor unit. Once you are done with your water cleaning, now you can use an air blower to blow some fresh air over the evaporator fins, so that it will remove all the dirt and dust deposited over the evaporator fins. Then that's the final step of cleaning. While cleaning, make sure that you are keeping a safe distance from the evaporator fins.
You saw how to clean your evaporator fins, your indoor unit components, right? Now just identify the AC indoor unit component shown above. The poll is coming. You can submit your response. All right. So majority of you people responded with the right answer. Blower is the correct answer. Nice job. So now, just once you are done with the cleaning of your indoor unit components and the indoor unit, now it's time to refix. So you need to fix it properly back to the indoor unit. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to fix your indoor unit components.
We need to fix our blower. Now we have fixed our blower unit. Now it is in position. We fix the bush at this end, and now we need to fix the screw at this end. Fix the screw, just tighten it. Done. Now the blower is rotating freely. So while fixing the drain ray, make sure that the drain pipe is properly in position with the outlet of the drain ray. Otherwise, it's going to leak the condensate drain from the drain ray. Now we need to fix the motor for this flip unit. That's done. Then fix all these wirings. Now we need to fix this cover. For this, as we did before, there are 3 clips at the top, plastic clips, and then 3 screws at the bottom. Now you can fix your AC filter back. As you can see, it's very clean, no dirt at all. Once it is done, you can fix this cover also. So that's it. We are done with the servicing of our indoor unit.
All right. So indoor unit, we remove the indoor unit components. Then we clean the components of indoor unit. Then we clean the evaporator core, evaporator fins. So now the indoor unit is in perfect condition. Then there comes the outdoor unit. All right. So outdoor unit, as I said, the condenser is located inside the outdoor unit. So condenser is going to remove the heat or eject the heat that is taken by the refrigerant from the rooms, and it will going to eject all the heat to the atmosphere through the condenser, right? So we need to make sure that condenser heat transfer area is very clean. Otherwise, it's going to affect the performance of your air conditioner. I'm going to show you how to access the indoor unit component. That means our condenser, especially condenser.
So the first step of accessing the condenser unit is to remove the top cover. So you can remove the top cover by removing the screws located all around the top cover. Once you removed all the screws, just lift this cover and keep it aside. Now you can remove the protector cover for the electronic components, compressors and the board. After removing this, you need to remove this fan cover as well as the protector cover for this, the backside protector cover for this condenser unit. Now we can remove the fan cover by removing these screws. After removing the fan cover, we need to remove the protector grill from the condenser unit. There are two more screws at the back side also, that also we need to remove. So as you can see, we removed all the parts of the outdoor unit to access the condenser coil and the condenser fins. You can see all the parts that we removed.
All right. Now, once you access the components, like once you access the condenser unit, now it's time to clean the condenser unit. As I said, the condenser unit is a very crucial part. We should maintain a proper heat transfer area. Otherwise, if it is blocked, the heat transfer will not occur properly, and the efficiency of your AC is going to reduce. So now we can see how to clean the condenser unit using a jet pump. All right.
We can use a brush to clean the condenser coils. So as we did with the evaporator coils, here also you need to follow the same procedure, like from top to bottom you need to clean like this. As you can see, the dust is coming out like this, you need to clean. So for cleaning the outside part also, we are using another brush from top to bottom. Never move the brush across the fins, so that it will damage the condenser fins. You can clean the condenser fins at the back side also. Once you are finished with this, you can do the cleaning by using a jet pump. As we discussed, the heat from the refrigerant will ejected to the atmosphere through the condenser. So it's very important that the condenser unit should be very clean and the heat transfer area is not blocked. So in order to make sure that, we need to clean the condenser unit. Before cleaning your condenser unit, make sure that all the electronic components covered with a plastic sheet or cover, so that water will not enter into the electronic components.
Okay, so now we cleaned, we learned how to clean our condenser unit also, right? So here comes the next fault. The heat transfer element in an AC located inside the indoor unit is known as, okay, all right. Most of the people submitted the correct answer. It's a false statement. Like the heat transfer unit located inside the indoor unit is an evaporator. Okay, yeah, the heat transfer unit located outside the located in the outdoor unit is known as condenser. Okay, things that you can do while that you can do for the periodic maintenance of your AC. If you're doing this, definitely you can save money. Of course, no need to call anyone, any technicians for doing these things. You can do it by yourself, and this is going to improve the performance of your AC, and it's going to increase the life also. All right. Then next we can discuss about some common problems. Common problems Yeah, this one. If your condensate, we discussed about how to clean the condensate drain tray inside your indoor unit, right? So if your drain tray is clogged or blocked, and if your drain pipe is blocked, then it's going to drip water from your indoor unit. You might have seen this before. So how you can solve this problem? Next, I'm going to show you how you can solve the problem of water dripping from your indoor unit.
The best and easy solution to unclog your drain pipe is to use some vinegar. Mix some vinegar with some warm water and take that in a cup and pour this solution into your AC drain pipe by using a hose and a funnel connected at the end of this hose. Here is the mixture of vinegar plus warm water solution stored in a cup. Now you need to pour this into the drain pipe using a funnel and a hose that I connected with this drain pipe. Just pour the solution slowly. I took 1 cup of vinegar plus warm water solution. So now it's been almost 5 minutes after pouring this vinegar plus warm water solution. Now we are going to pour some fresh water through this funnel. So by this way, you can unclog almost all the dirt from your drain pipe.
Okay. So that's the simple step that you can do to unclog the drain pipe, right? The next thing is, the next common problem that you are facing is sometimes your indoor unit fan blower will work, but your outdoor unit compressor and fan will not work. You can't hear any sound of your fan and blower working, your compressor and fan work, right? Sometimes your indoor unit blower will work, outdoor unit fan will also work, but your compressor will give some buzzing noise after each 30 seconds. Okay, so after each 30 seconds, it will give some buzzing noise, buzzing sound. If you face some issues like this, definitely it's going to be the problem with your capacitor. You can check the capacitor visually. If it has some mushroom head like this, as you can see in the slide, if it has some mushroom slide like this is the problem with the capacitor. You need to change the capacitor. Once you change the capacitor, your compressor and the fan is going to work fine. All right. So still, even though if it is not showing any mushroom head, if it's not showing any visual defects, still there are some problems with the capacitor. You can check that by calling a technician, authorized technician, to confirm that it's the problem with the capacitor. So the most probably the mushroom head capacitors are not going to work properly. So that's a problem we are facing usually. All right. So other than this, if you are facing some problems like noisy compressor, if you hear some noise from the compressor outdoor unit, and if you are suspecting some leakage from the indoor unit or outdoor unit, and some if your AC is not turning on, if you suspect some electrical faults, then instead of doing it your own, it's better to call a technician to look after it. All right. So today we discussed about how to do the periodic maintenance, how to do the cleaning of all the indoor unit and outdoor unit components. If you are doing it properly, this is going to help you to keep the system in proper working condition for a long time. All right. Then the last thing that I want to discuss about is during summer, all of us will feel the temperature will be very high, and it will be very too hot. And in that condition, when you switch on your AC, just keep it at 18 degrees Celsius for some time. Once the room is sufficiently cool, then you can change the temperature setting to 23 to 25 degrees Celsius in order to reduce the electricity bill. Plus, it's better for your health, and it's better for the air conditioner as well. All right. So the optimum temperature for your room is 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. So first you can switch on your AC, keep it at 18 degrees Celsius for some time. And once it reaches the sufficient temperature, then you can change it to 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. So that's it. If you come across with some problems, some electrical problems, something like that, you can consult with the technician. If you still have some doubt in cleaning, how to clean the condenser unit, how to clean the evaporator unit, we are going to upload this video in YouTube. You can have a look at the video once again. And if you have some doubts, you can ask. All right.
Shamnad, there is a question from Khalid asking you, is there a lifetime for the capacitor?
Lifetime, we can't say it's there is any like particular lifetime for capacitor. While cleaning your outdoor unit, you can check the capacitor for any visual defects. If it is good, it's okay, no problem. Then, as I said, most probably, if the capacitor is not good, you are going to face the problem like your indoor unit will work, your indoor unit door will work, then your outdoor unit fan, sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. And if the compressor is not working, you can confirm that most probably the problem is with the capacitor. Ask your technician to check the electrical integrity of your capacitor. If it is not good, when you change it, it's going to be all right with the compressor.
Okay, thank you, Shamnad. Thank you for answering those questions and for the great webinar. It was a pleasure to have you with us. So, like Shamnad said, if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask us now. You can always send your questions for Shamnad at info@ntioman.com. So again, don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And please give us your feedback by sending us an email to info@ntioman.com. And for those who joined us late, you can always watch this recorded webinar on our YouTube channel. So this concludes the webinar. Thank you all for attending. We hope you have learned and enjoyed this webinar. Shukran. If you haven't filled the registration form, then please send me your name and email address to info@ntioman.com. And now, if I may request you all to fill the poll that will pop up on your screens before leaving us. Thank you and have a great day.